So my name is Karma Mornerich, and I am the Executive Director of the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation.
What's happening at today's event?
We will be awarding grants to 83 nonprofit organizations that turned in an application and were successful in receiving funds.
What is the total giving amount to be distributed today?
We will be giving $556,850 to 83 nonprofit organizations.
Well, who qualifies to receive a grant award? I should do the question again. Who qualifies to receive a grant award?
We give grants to nonprofit organizations in a 7-county region in Southwest Oregon. The nonprofit organizations that we give to are usually involved in basic needs, abuse prevention and intervention, education, health and wellness, and community projects. Nonprofit organizations throughout Southwest Oregon in a 7-county region are where the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation focuses its efforts. The organizations that we support are focusing on basic needs, abuse prevention and intervention, education, health and wellness, and community support.
Forming a giving foundation is no small undertaking. The Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation has a mission statement that puts emphasis upon families and education. Does the foundation help in areas other than families and learning?
The Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation has a broad range of organizations and interests that it loves to support. Our categories that we support are basic needs, education, abuse prevention and intervention, health and wellness, and community support. However, all of these organizations can support families and education, but we broaden that by saying that we also support seniors and veterans and others that also need assistance.
Your foundation accepts grant requests from 7 counties in southwestern Oregon: Coos, Deschutes, Douglas, Jackson, Josephine, Klamath, and Lane counties. How did it come to be that those 7 counties were selected?
The 7-county region that the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation focuses on includes Coos, Deschutes, Douglas, Jackson, Josephine, Klamath, and Lane counties. The federal government deems this the tribal service area. However, this is an area where the Cow Creek tribe usually roamed as far as history is concerned, and where they followed the hunting regimens and gathering areas that they needed to cover. That's why we focus in these areas predominantly, because historically that is where the Cow Creek tribe was located.
Well, people might assume, since the Cow Creek's government offices are in Roseburg, that Douglas County would be the county to most benefit from Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation giving. Has this proven to be so over the years?
I think over the years, this has evolved. In the beginning, when the foundation was less popular or less known in the community, I think Douglas County was a primary recipient of the grant funds. However, over the years, it has changed to include many of the larger population areas, such as Eugene and Medford. And so those regions also receive quite a large share of our foundation giving.
Most foundations award grants annually. Your foundation awards semi-annually. Is there a reason for this?
When the foundation was formed, there's really no reason that we would give them once a year versus twice a year. However, we find that by giving the grants twice a year, it spreads out the opportunities for a variety of organizations to be able to apply to the foundation and receive funds.
What would be an example of how much money is awarded every 6 months?
Semi-annually, the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation awards approximately $500,000. Sometimes it's a little more and sometimes it's a little less. The amount that we give is based on the net proceeds of Nevada-style gaming from Seven Feathers. So the amount we are able to award varies depending on how the casino proceeds are.
How many grant recipients are there every 6 months? I'm assuming that you receive more grants than you can fund.
Each grant cycle, the Cow Creek Foundation receives approximately 100 applications. We are able to award between 50 and 80 grant awards depending on the quality of the applications and the need of the organizations that apply.
How many people sit on the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation board? I assume some of those board members are tribal members and some are community members at large?
The Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation board is made up of 11 individuals. They are primarily tribal members and community members, as well as a couple of individuals that are appointed by the governor of the state of Oregon.
When did the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation begin its work?
The Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation was formed in 1997 and began giving its first grants in 1998.
So that's about 20 years. In those 20 years, what amount of money has been awarded by the foundation?
The Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation has awarded $18.5 million since it began giving grants in 1998.
What amount of money might be typical for the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation to award with one grant request?
Our guidelines specify that the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation will give up to $15,000 for any one grant request. However, our average grant size is between $7,500 and $10,000.
Does anyone from the Cow Creek Foundation ever visit an applying organization to see their work and to understand that organization better?
Site visits are definitely part of the application process. We like to learn more about our grantees and how they operate and understand their work so that we can impart that information to the foundation board and that they can make a better decision on who would get a grant.
How are the decisions made regarding who will receive a grant award? It must be very difficult.
The Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation Board deliberates very carefully and likes to have good information when they make their grant award decisions. As a staff member, we research organizations, visit organizations, and ask questions to make sure that we are providing the Foundation Board with the best information on community organizations that are doing good work in and supporting local folks doing good work.
In Oregon, federally recognized tribes are asked to donate 6% of their Class C gaming profits from Las Vegas-style gaming, such as blackjack or roulette, each year to philanthropic cause. But do they explicitly have to create and operate a foundation in order to accomplish this giving?
No, every Oregon tribe gets to decide how they distribute their gaming revenues. Some tribes choose a foundation and other tribes choose other ways to distribute those dollars.
This is a lot of money given away that could be used to further Cow Creek tribal business. Is the tribe supportive of the foundation's efforts?
The tribe is very supportive of the foundation's efforts. In fact, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe was the first tribe to sign the compact with the state of Oregon that says that a percentage of the net proceeds from Nevada-style gaming will be given back to the community. This was a very important step in tribal gaming history in Oregon, to have the Cow Creeks be the first ones to step forward.
I'm gonna sidestep this way a little bit more.
Do other states in our country require their federally recognized tribes to give a percentage of gaming profit to philanthropy?
I believe that Oregon is unique in its tribal gaming philanthropy. I'm not aware of any other state that asks its Indian tribes to give back to the citizens of the states. I think Oregon is truly unique in that it chooses to give back to the communities where the tribes live and work.
How do you feel about your job?
Working with nonprofit organizations in Southwest Oregon is truly gratifying. It's so rewarding to see their work that they do in the communities and how they benefit, and the clients' success from the work of nonprofit organizations is certainly something that the Cow Creek Umpqua Indian Foundation is proud to be a part of, and we really enjoy seeing the fruits of the labors that nonprofit organizations give to our communities.